Hello everyone, it's Julia here from Inflorescence Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to make your very own quilt block binder cover. But before we get to that, I want to share a few tips on how to construct the block that I use to make the binder cover. The block I use comes from ThermOWeb's Facebook page, ThermOWeb Craft Room. It is from the block of the month for August, back to school. Before I begin sewing my block, I cut out all my pieces and then I spray their fabric stiffener. It really helps keep the fraying down as well as makes sure my block doesn't warp while sewing. A portion of the block I used uses paper piecing or templates. For this example, I show you how I use the templates. To make things easier, I use ThermOWeb's pattern and stencil adhesive. The next several video clips show you how to use the template pieces to construct the top of the pencil. If you already have your quilt block, you can skip ahead to the 2-minute marker. Alright, so let's begin building our quilt block binder cover. Of course, the first thing you'll need to do is make your quilt block. For this, I'm using the one I just showed you previously. Using your 12.5-inch block, sew additional fabric to the left-hand side and bottom if needed of the block so that it reaches slightly larger than the size of the binder you are using, approximately 1/2 inch all the way around. In addition, cut out another piece of fabric the same size. This will be the inside backing of the binder cover, so it can just be something plain because you won't really see it. Next, you will need to cut out your medium weight fusible interfacing. To do that, trace around the binder you intend to use. You can also carefully use your rotary cutter and a ruler along the edge of the binder to cut out your interfacing. You will need to cut out 2 of these. Take one of the interfacing pieces and fold it in half. Measure 2.5 or 3 inches on the folded edge and cut through both layers. You will also need to cut out 4 pieces of fabric slightly larger than your interfacing pieces, about 1/2 inch all the way around. 2 of these will be the front of the binder sleeves and will be shown on the inside of the binder, and 2 will be the backing. Next, you will need to fuse the interfacing to the front binder cover piece and your 2 front sleeve pieces. Make sure when you fuse your interfacing to your pieces that there is about 1/2 inch around the entire edge. Next, with right sides together, sew one front sleeve piece with stabilizer to one sleeve piece without stabilizer. You will only need to sew one of the long edges. Sew 1/4 inch away from the stabilizer. Then turn right side out and press. Place the large inside backing piece face up. Then layer your sleeves with the unsewn edges on the outside, right side facing up, and then finally the larger interfacing piece face down. Make sure you can see all the layers behind the front binder piece. This ensures you will catch all the layers as you are sewing. Sew around the entire binder cover, leaving a 2.5 inch opening for turning. You'll want to sew 1/8 of an inch away from the interfacing. And you'll need to backstitch where the binder sleeves are sewn for extra stability. Trim the excess fabric to 1/4 inch, but do not trim near the opening or you'll definitely have a tough time hand stitching it shut. Finally, turn your binder cover right side out. Press and hand stitch the opening closed. And here's the best part, putting your new binder cover onto your binder. While watching this video, did you notice the gold I have on the pencil? Stay tuned for the end and I'll show you how I did that. For the golden shimmer I have on my pencil, I use ThermOWeb's Decofoil. Decofoil and the hot melt adhesive used to adhere it is perfect for wearables. It is also washable on your fabric projects.